What's up guys, what I actually have going on for you today? Well, if you haven't actually noticed, there is an update. And the update includes quite a few things. It just makes the kind of outlook here down in the bottom actually look a little bit cooler, so where you find your money and stuff. I don't know if you guys noticed the change, but I know I did. It looks a little bit better. Also, you have the new map here, which I believe is called Rail. And then also, like I mentioned in my other video, you have the new thing where you can get 5 towers, which costs 6 battle energy. So you're basically paying more than a game's battle energy just to get an extra tower. Which, honestly, is it worth it? Versus good players, maybe. Versus not so great players, probably not. You probably don't even need it. And to be honest, I've kind of developed strategies where 4 towers work just about on any map. So it's really not that important. And then you also have the spy feature, which allows you to see your enemy's towers, which hasn't actually worked for me that well. I've had it happen twice where I actually couldn't spy on them, and it took my battle energy, and it wasn't very fun. So I have not been spying on people either. I really don't think it's that important to know, besides if they are going to ice stall you, which can suck. And even if they go with an ice tower, you don't know they're going to ice stall you. But the only real difference I would do in that case anyways is get a super monkey. So anyways, that's pretty much it for the update. Now let me talk about what's going to happen in this video. First of all, I play 5 games, I believe, and I lose quite a few. I think I lose at least 2, maybe 3 of them. I don't remember. We'll see them when they get there. And each of the first games are on ×2 speed, and some of the later games are actually on ×1 speed. And the reason why I did that is because I don't like watching myself lose, and I don't like explaining strategies of me losing, because I feel like it's a not so great thing. And so I'm going to try and do it the least amount possible. Anyways, what's actually going on right now? Well, obviously I'm losing lots and lots of lives. And if you notice my boomerang, it's a very, very, very bad placement for him. Yes, very bad placement. Want to know why? Because it's my first or second time playing this map, and I really don't know where to put boomerangs yet. I'm kind of confused. I'm like, I don't know, guys, what do I do? I don't even know where to put banana farms. If you can tell, I can't even really place them in good spots. I just kind of picked random spots for my boomerangs because I was just kind of lost on where to actually put them. And I was trying to start my recording software and stuff all in time, and I just kind of got lost. And I just started placing boomerangs wherever. And I was trying to think about it during the game where the best place for a boomerang would be. And honestly, I've kind of figured it out. Right where my banana farm is a good spot for 3-0 boomerangs because they can actually go pretty far there. But 3-0 boomerangs aren't even that good in this game, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. But for right now, I just want to talk about how I lost a lot of games here, guys. I'm not that great, so don't actually take these first 2 games and be like, oh, I'm going to copy Super John Bombo's strategy here because he has the best strategies always. No, I am human. I do lose games. I lost quite a few games, actually, trying to get used to this rail map. And I think most of the thing was that people have played it more than I have. Like, this is probably my third game actually playing on this map, so I still don't really know what's going on yet. I think it takes maybe 3, 4, or 5 playthroughs of a map to actually start understanding it pretty well and knowing some good strategies to do. Because you can see what other people do, which they've probably copied from other people who did and actually beat them and stuff like that. So it definitely does help out watching other people's strategies because people copy other people, and it's kind of like a linking of copying other people to find out what the best thing to do is. And honestly, I still haven't found what the best thing to do is. I found some good strategies that I haven't really seen anybody else use, and I'm going to show you guys that in the end of my video, and hopefully it helps you guys out a little bit. What you're going to notice is I'm losing a crap ton of lives, and it's only round 8. And even with my 3-0 boomerang in a reasonable spot, and even with my 2-3 boomerang in a decent spot, I'm still basically just going to get overrun here. I'm just kind of sucking right now. I have 11 lives left. Come on, 9. So what am I going to do? Well, I just start going random boomerangs and start placing them as much as possible to try and hopefully save my life. And I do actually end up surviving for a little bit, but I don't actually know how long I survive. So, let's actually talk about the map right now. I know I'm going to lose really, really fast here. I know those camo balloons just go right through and kind of kill me. Actually, they don't. They don't kill me. I thought they did. I'm down to 2 lives, or 6 lives though, and I still think I'm going to lose. I do have camo detection and all that, but I don't really know. Let's actually watch. I don't even know what happens this game. I thought I lost already. So what I'm going to notice about him is he's still at 150 lives versus my 6. So this is going to be a close game, I think. we both decided to send out regrow ceramics here, and sadly I just did not have enough defense, and he overran me. So let's actually talk about the map right now. Do I like the map? I actually do like the map, and the reason why I like the map is because you can't just spam boomerangs. And a lot of people are complaining about that because they just want to keep the same thing going, where you just spam boomerangs the entire time. And I think good thing about strategy games is having to do different things every time compared to different maps, and that's what Ninja Kiwi did. They came up with something new where people couldn't just do the exact same thing every single time and have it work. Now, I'm not saying that this is completely new. It's a completely new game and you can't do anything the way you used to. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's a little bit different. It's interesting, fun, and I like it. It basically makes it so, well, I'll talk about that when I get to boomerangs, but right now, I think the coolest part about it is the fact that you can actually, the balloons actually go under the map, or like under like a little tunnel or something, go in a tunnel, which is kind of cool, because that limits 3-0 boomerangs a lot. Another thing I like about it is that it's kind of squarish. Not a lot of them are kind of squarish and actually kind of like lead around the map like that. Most of them are just, they come in one way, come out another way. Sometimes the way they come in is really, really close to the way they go out, but that's basically how it is. But for this one, it's a little bit different. They come in from the top, they go out down the bottom, and you also have the little train type of tunnel there that just comes out of the middle of nowhere where your balloons come in, that your enemy sends at you. So I don't know if you guys can actually see that, but all those greens he just sent at me, he was sending those at me. That's where the balloons come out. And obviously I have really bad boomerang placement right now. It's not very good. I realize that, guys. I'm also trying to get a 3-0 boomerang, and that was probably the worst placement I could have ever done as well. It was really bad, guys. I'm surprised I'm still surviving, actually. I don't know why I'm actually surviving, but I am. Now let me talk about boomerangs really fast. I don't think boomerangs are the best way to start right now, especially on this map, guys. I think if you're going to start off with something, which I show you in my next video, you should probably want to start off with a cannon or something. Because boomerangs, I don't know, I don't think they're fantastic for this map. 2-3 boomerangs are okay. 2-3 boomerangs still do work pretty well, but they're expensive as always, and so in some spots they can actually regen balloons a little bit too much and actually just overrun you completely, which is obviously bad news. And then you get the 3-0 boomerangs, which, like I said, with the tunnel, the glaives actually stop once they get to the tunnel, and they don't usually jump to other balloons. At least for the most part. Sometimes they can, but for the most part they don't. Now what you're going to notice about this game right here is I'm sending a bunch of pink camos at him, and even though he has a 3-0 or a 2-3 mortar probably, I still think sending pink camos was really the only thing I could do to do damage on him, and I was basically losing like crazy, so I was just like, I don't even know what to do, guys, I'm just going to send out more pink camos, and he slowly lost more lives than me, and more lives, and I actually overtook him, but I sold pretty much all my towers, so that was pretty lucky, I guess you could say. So now we get down to the one-time speed games here, and I do win these games, so I'm just going to give you a heads up there. I do win these games, and I think I'm finally getting the hang of this map. I played it probably only like 6 or 7 times so far, maybe 8, and I'm getting better as I go along, and I think cannons are actually a good way to start on this map. And the reason why I say that is because it's actually really, really square, or circularish. I don't know, hopefully that's a word. Or hopefully it at least makes sense to you guys. I suppose I could just say circular. It's very circular. But it's not circular. So I'm going to go with circular-ish. So, anyways, because it's circular-ish, if you have a 3-0 cannon, it's awesome, to say the least. Because it basically covers out the entire map. Seriously, guys, try it out, check it out. If you don't like it, that's fine. Stick with your boomerangs. But I really like the 3-0 cannon, because you can get a 4-2 cannon. It basically hits like every balloon on the frickin' screen. Once you get a 4-2 cannon, it goes everywhere. And you can, even versus pinks and stuff, the 3-0 cannon's not bad. Now, the only bad thing about starting with a 3-0 cannon is that black balloons, especially regrow black balloons, those can be bad news, guys. It can be very bad news, so you gotta be careful with that. But I haven't really found a solution for it, but I found a helpful remedy for the problem. You build a boomerang right next to where my farm is, put it on last, and it pops basically all the blacks coming out. And if it doesn't pop all the blacks coming out, you might lose a little lives here and there, but eventually you're going to get a 0-3 boomerang or a 2-3 boomerang, and that will pop all the blacks. If it doesn't pop all the blacks, you're doing something wrong. Put it that way. And then your cannon can basically take out everything else. Excuse me, my voice is a little bit raspy. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I can tell. What else? I don't know, I guess we can just keep talking about my strategy so far. So I have been going a lot of oh yeah, one last thing I wanted to mention. So, just in case Alpha Blade is watching this video, I did not include your video in this one, or your game into this video, because I actually didn't record our game. I actually thought I recorded our game, but I didn't. And not only that, I felt really, really bad about it. I felt like a little scared kitty kind of in your game, because this was my first time playing it when I played you, and I just got raped. Put it plain and simple, I just got destroyed on this map. I think he beat me on level like 8 or something with like a yellow regen rush or something, and I just looked terrible. And I would have included it, but I couldn't find the video, so whatever. So what you can notice is those black balloons got a little bit through my defense, but my 3-0 cannon is owning everything else. Anything under blacks, you guys, it's going to be so easy to beat. Now, where do you put your farms? Well, I found a little bit difficult to actually find good placement for farms, but I know my one farm usually always goes right in between, right where my first farm was. I always put it there. It seems like a really good spot. But as far as my second farm, I usually put it either right below it, like to the south of it, and sometimes it fits, and sometimes it doesn't fit as well. And then also you have the spot up kind of like above, just to the left of my cannon where my other one is right now, and that spot actually works pretty well as well. So even regen yellows and regen pinks don't really get stopped by it. Don't really go through a 3-0 cannon. 3-0 cannon doing just fine. Don't even have to upgrade to 3-2 or anything. 3-0 is just fine. So I didn't really get that much economy this game, but I did do alright with my economy. I think by next game I actually do get more economy than what I do this game. And I don't recommend going too much economy. Don't overexert yourself, guys. It's always nice to get a 3-0 farm, but sometimes you just can't do it. So don't overexert yourself. Even if it's on round 10, sometimes you can get a 3-0 farm, but sometimes I say it's better to just actually stick with the 2 farms, get a 4-2 cannon pretty much as fast as possible, and that's a good defense, and then you can go more farms if you want. But the worst thing is when you have to sell a bunch of your farms, have no economy left, because you just overexerted yourself and went a little bit too far. So, I got my 4-0 cannon up right now, and then what I'm going to do is, if he does rush me with some sort of camo rush, I'm obviously going to sell a farm and get my monkey village up to 0-2. But he's not really sending any at me, so I'm not going to waste my money on it. But you just got to have a little bit of a fast reflex. And as soon as level 13 came out, I started trying to send out my regen rush, and then I realized, oh crap, I was pressing the wrong button. Yes, I did. I wanted to send out the close, non-spaced regen rainbows, but I did not. I sent out the spaced regen rainbows, which caused me a little bit of a problem. I almost lost, but I didn't. I luckily had enough money to sell a bunch of crap and keep sending balloons out at him, and I won that game. Here is the last game. This versus my friend here, and I've been talking to him for quite a while now, so he's actually a pretty good friend. He actually came out of retirement from this game to come play me. Yes, he did. He hasn't played in quite a while. So, I do kind of beat him pretty bad. Not to be mean to him, but I did. Beat him pretty bad. He didn't really know what he was doing, to be honest. But honestly, I felt like I did pretty good this game, more than he did bad. So that's why I really wanted to show you guys this game, because I feel like this is a really good way to start. And if you guys want to check it out, be my guest. What I do with my cannon is I put it like right at the top there, as close as I can to the top part of that track, so it hits the balloons that are the farthest up. And I don't actually put them on first, I actually put it on close, so he doesn't try and aim a bunch of random balloons that are kind of far away that might be first, and actually miss a bunch. You don't want to have any of your cannons or anything miss. That's the worst thing you can do, especially when you have a 3-0 cannon. All you want to do is hit balloons, and it'll do damage. So that's the point, guys. That's what my plan is. I put it on close, so he can hit as many balloons as possible. As long as he hits, he's going to do lots of damage to other surrounding balloons, because he pretty much affects the entire freaking map, obviously. And the closer he is to the center of the map, obviously the more balloons he can affect, which is good. You don't really need bigger bombs because it's just kind of like a $400 waste of money. It helps a little bit, but honestly, you don't really need it that much. I recommend just sticking with a 3-0 farm, and if you want to spend money, get a 3 boomerang or something like that, and that'll be totally fine for you. Now, this game is my longest game. I don't know why it's my longest game, but it is. It was like a 6.5 minute video, and I cut it down to like 6 minutes and 15 seconds. So, what you're going to notice about him is he doesn't really know what to build as well. He didn't really know where to put his boomerangs, and that's pretty obvious, so I did send out quite a few pink balloons out of him just to do some more damage to him and make him upgrade his towers instead of going economy. And then I was like, okay, you know what, I'm still going to go more economy, so that's what I did. I went a lot of balloons, and I think I get my economy up to around 400 or so. Yeah, it's at like 400 right now. And then I'm just going to start building more farms. Obviously, I'm sticking with my same basic strategy of going mostly farms in the beginning, and then I switch over to balloons, and then I switch back over to farms for the fast 9, 10, and 11 rounds, which are reasonably fast compared to the other slower ones. And then what you want to do is just make sure for level 6, guys, make sure you have something to pop the blacks. Okay, even if it's just frag bombs or something, I don't even care. Make sure you have something. Frag bombs obviously isn't the best thing to do, but if you have something, that's going to be good. So, sorry, my phone just said it was going to start downloading updates. Weird. Okay, I'm not used to that. I got a new phone, by the way, just a couple weeks, or like a week ago, and still don't really understand it anyways. But he really only has one farm. He's already going with a mortar here, which he probably should have went more economy. But I'm also just letting this red balloon kind of go by really, really slow, which is helping me get a more economy, because obviously I'm going more economy than him. So, I don't really know what to say right now. Yeah, I'm just kind of chilling. One thing about him that I think he did kind of bad was I think he sent out too many balloons at me. For example, these yellows. If they were regrow yellows or something and he was trying to go for some damage on me, I might be able to understand that a little bit better. But just the way he did it, it wasn't working. It just wasn't working fantastically. And I did actually go with a 3-0 farm, which helped out a bunch. You'll see how much economy I actually get for round 9. If you get it before round 9, it's going to give you so much economy, guys. One extra round matters so much for that extra farm. And actually, if you get your monkey village up here pretty soon, everything will be discounted, so the faster you get your monkey village, the better you're off. But obviously, I like saving up for farms and then using my monkey village right around level 10. And I usually try and get my monkey village before I get my expensive upgrades, but sometimes people are trying to rush me with random rushes and trying to do some damage on me, and I do actually have to build upgrade some of my towers instead of actually building the monkey village fast enough. So I'm around 10, let alone. I got my 4-2 cannon, which is going to help out a bunch. Pretty much nothing's going to get through me. He's going, I don't know why he's sending out so many balloons out at me. I think he just got scared and didn't really know what to do. He figured if he tried to send balloons out at me, maybe he'll do more damage. But it really wasn't working too well for him. Now, the one thing I have realized is that as long as you have camo detection, that 4-2 cannon's even going to stop the level 13 rushes pretty much. I got my 3-0 boomerang, which is going to help out quite a bit, but even just alone, the 4-2 cannon does a lot of damage to those regen balloons. So go ahead and just kind of trust that cannon to do a lot of damage. Obviously, a 2-3 boomerang might be good to supplement your cannon, but it's not totally necessary or anything. Especially if they don't send regen balloons out at you. If you just send regular balloons out at you, you're going to have no worries whatsoever. So right now, I'm just kind of playing with them. I pretty much know I got this game. I have so much economy, and I have really good stuff. I'm just saving up all my money. And if he does come out with any sort of rush at me, I can, of course, just always just build some stuff really fast. If I need to, I can sell my farms. Realistically, I have like $12,000, $13,000 in round 14. Because if I sell my one farm, I'm going to get $2,000. If I sell my other one, I'm going to get $5,000. So that's like extra $7,000 plus my current income of $7,000. So yeah, of course, he did the kind of right thing, and he sent out a bunch of regen zebras, which yes, those are not regen zebras, camo zebras, which can do some damage if I didn't upgrade my thing, but luckily I had enough money to upgrade my thing right away. And he did do a little bit of damage to me, but it was not enough to kill me, not even close enough to kill me. Maybe about 40 to 50 lives tops. So I'm basically just going to say, okay, it's time to end this game. I'm going to go a bunch of regen ceramics. That's probably his biggest weakness besides Moabs, but I wasn't going to wait that long. I didn't want Moabs to kill me. So that's all I got for this video. As always, please press like. If you want to sub, that'd be fantastic. And have a fantastic day.